back at the weekend, another really pleasing performance for Leinster, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a great result on the road. It was always going to be a very tough game, and to come away with that sort of result is obviously, and the extra point, the bonus point, is a massive achievement. But I think the onus is very much on this week now. We've kind of put that to bed, and we can look forward to the weekend. Another big challenge.
When you look at a team like Northampton and they come into it with such, I suppose, great pedigree, they'd only been beaten once this year. Did you expect that the game was going to go so well for Leinster at the weekend?
We always expected that we could get a result. It wasn't if we can go there, but we never expected things to go quite the way we did. I suppose it was just that we came out and we dealt with their sort of intensity and power plays up front, and that allowed our backs to get the ball out wide and obviously finish off our chances. And we were quite accurate on the day, so that really led to the high score, I suppose.
Richie was saying that those passes have been sort of nearly happening over the last couple of weeks. Was it a case that on Saturday it finally clicked?
Yeah, I think it did. The fact that we were getting good go forward as well up front, and the ball carrier was always going forward. We were having that kind of game basically that the backs could go onto the ball and they weren't checking their passes and that sort of thing. Like, so it gave the lads a good opportunity to show what they can do.
It's a huge game on Saturday once again, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be a massive backlash from Northampton, I'd imagine, this week, and we know what's at stake this week. They did it to Ulster last year. They came back and beat them at home, so I think this week is going to be an even bigger challenge than last week. So.
Put a lot of work into the scrum in advance of last weekend's game.
Yeah, we did. We know that's an area that they target. A lot of their game is based on their kind of set piece to scrum to penalty to maul type of game. So it was something that if we negate that up front from the get-go, then that'll take away from their sort of power game to an extent. So it'll be the same thing this week. We have to really target that area, and it was a little bit. We can definitely improve on our set piece going forward.
Their back row was almost non-existent, I would say, but they won't be so coming weekend.
I think that was purely down to our lads' performances and just the way that they went about their business and the intensity that they brought to it. So we know how good that their players are, and if we let Laws and the lads and Tom Wood and that have play their sort of game, then we're going to be on the back foot. But if we can get our low tackles in behind the gain line, we'll be in a good spot.
You'll be expecting big crowd performance as well at the weekend, I'd imagine, different from Northampton.
Last week was absolutely brilliant. It was almost like a home game at times with the amount of supporters there and the atmosphere that was created. I think an hour after kick-off we were leaving the stadium and there were still 200 or 300 supporters going strong in the stands, so that's always brilliant, and this week will be no different. We'll need all the help we can get with the crowd. So
best luck at the weekend.
Yes, thank you.